Mother. Today on the channel, we got a small change of pace from Discount-A-Palooza, Skel-Ra, the ever-living evil of Eternia, Masters of the Universe X Thundercats, on Way I Got It Figured.
The way I got it figured.
What's up, figure fans? Way I Got It Figured back with another Masters of the Universe video. I know it's been a while since I've done a Masterverse video. I really kind of retired myself on those. But there's now the Masters of the Universe X Thundercats kind of crossover thing they got going on. And one of the figures that I was like mildly interested in, of course, was Skel-Ra. Not for the Skel-Ra part of it, but because you could actually make Mumm-Ra, the ever-living, out of it. And I don't have a lot of Thundercats in my collection, even though, you know, like everybody else, when I was a kid, you know, loved the show, had Thundercats toys. But the Thundercats don't have like a lot of what I would call cost-effective toys right now. These Masters of the Universe X Thundercats are probably the closest really that it gets. But my favorite character overall from Thundercats is Mumm-Ra. So $15 on clearance at Walmart. I hopped on the chance to grab him. So we're going to go over it real quick. We're going to go over Skel-Ra and how cool that is. And then we're going to change him into Mumm-Ra, which is how I'm probably going to leave him because, well, that's why I got it. But we're not going to, you know, keep talking about that. We're going to get into the packaging and check this guy out. And starting with the packaging, got your Masters of the Universe times Thundercats. Really kind of cool idea of mashing of the universes. And of course, this is not the first, this is far from the first Masters of the Universe crossover with other lines. In fact, years ago, I was probably something like 95% complete on the Masters of the Universe WWE crossover figures, but I ended up selling them when I got rid of my Origin collection, which you're only now finding out that I even ever had one here in this video. But Skel-Ra is going to be cool for me because it's sort of like a curio cabinet type of figure where I don't have to get everything that goes with it. It's a Mumm-Ra that I can put on my shelf. So I have a physical manifestation of Mumm-Ra somewhere in my collection. But back to the packaging. It's like I said, it looks cool. Masters of the Universe packaging has never really been bad looking at all. You got Skeletor on one side. You've got Mumm-Ra on the other side. Then on the back, you've got your little cross-sell and features that you can do with the figure. And, you know, of course, it's, as usual, pretty cool. Now, I'll put the words that it's saying up here in the video because I know you can't see it from where it is, but I'm going to read it. Skeletor discovered the mysterious black pyramids on Eternia. Now, with the strength of Mumm-Ra granted to him by the ancient spirits of evil, Skel-Ra the ever-living comes after the power of Grayskull, and he is more dangerous than ever before. So let me put that here. I'm going to try and put that text up there for you. There you go. You can pause it, read it, if you want to do that. Then you have Skel-Ra, the ever-living evil of Eternia, and kind of the stuff you can do with them. So you can take the head off, put Mumm-Ra's head on there, reverse the cape, and then it'll be red on the inside, and place the Sword of Plundar in his hand, and you got Mumm-Ra. So we're definitely going to get into that. Wave 1, you've got Lion-O, Cheetara, and Battle Catman. And hilariously, I mean, I see Lion-O everywhere. Seems like the one I see the least after maybe 2 months of him being around is probably Chitara. And I know Wave 2 is out with like Tigra and some other guys. So yeah. I don't really have plans to get them because they don't all like kind of turn into just Thundercats. Because if they did, I probably would get them. But yeah, as you look at the package, so we're going to get Skel-Ra out and check them out. All right, so we've got Mumm-Ra or Skel-Ra rather out of the package, and all of his accessories. I did put his cape on him so that you could see him completely as Skel-Ra before we transform him into what ultimately will be his permanent form. And yeah, he looks cool. Skel-Ra, pretty cool. He's got all the accoutrements of Skeletor as well as the accoutrements of Mumm-Ra. He's got the little crest there. Of course, he's got Mumm-Ra's kind of feet and boots. He's got the, well, they're not boots, but they're more like bangles on his legs. And the Mumm-Ra symbol, the ancient spirits of evil. And it's a pretty cool looking figure. Very, very easily, very convincingly kind of a Skeletor type figure. And then additionally, you get these two cards in the back. So I guess these take place in the comic book. So you have Skeletor, Evil Lord of Destruction. On Third Eternia, Skeletor discovered a new source of power, the Black Pyramids. Within, the ancient spirits of evil offered him unlimited strength, enough to take the power of Castle Grayskull. In return, he would do their bidding as he ruled the universe. Then you have Mumm-Ra, the Ever-Living. The ancient spirits of evil granted the demon priest Mumm-Ra the power to rule Third Earth. After Mumm-Ra's defeat at the hands of the Thundercats, the ancient spirits of evil searched across the universe for a new vessel who would trade power for servitude. And then on the back, you can put the two cards together and you get Skel-Ra, the ever-living evil of Eternia. And that's cool. But personally, I'm down with good old Mumm-Ra and, and good old Skeletor being who they are. But I admit, I do like the concept. So what we're going to do next is get Skel-Ra out of here and replace him with Mumm-Ra and see how cool he looks like that. Be right back. All right, we're back with Mumm-Ra as Mumm-Ra the Ever-Living. And I gotta say, I like him better as Mumm-Ra. I think this is a great Mumm-Ra figure. And anybody who's collected these in the comments, definitely let me know. But he seems larger than a normal Masters of the Universe Origins body figure. He seems like a true 6-inch scale. So just for point of comparison, got Psylocke here, and he's pretty big there. We've got, let's see, who else can we put it here? Got Law from G.I. Joe. He's much taller than Law, so yeah, I think Masters of the Universe Origins figures are like 5.5 inches, so he's much larger. He's Mumm-Ra sized, and I think that's excellent. It gives this figure a lot of, let's say, play value, or at least display value outside of the norm of of a 6-inch figure. You could put him with other 6-inch figures. He looks okay with them, even if you don't have any other Thundercats at all. And Mumm-Ra canonically stands much taller than he's much larger than the Thundercats. So there you go. So yeah, what can I say? He's cool. That's what I wanted. And I do think he is going to stand on my shelf of mixed action figures. And that's gonna be good. So we got the pieces here. You just take them off. If you know, Masters of the Universe Origins body figures. They're pretty. The limbs, the waist, they're all. It's all. They all come off. They disassemble. You can mix and match guys if you want to. Heads come off. It's all of that. So it's very easy to get your regular Mumm-Ra out of here, out of that figure. And yeah, there you go. So I think that's pretty good for this one. I'm going to move on to final thoughts. Final thoughts on Masters of the Universe X Thundercats, Skel-Ra, the Unliving, the Skel-Ra, the Ever Living. Hey, I think this figure is great. I think this might be the best, really best figure from the line. Of course, I mean I've seen them on the shelves and everything. Haven't bought any, but you can turn it into a Mumm-Ra. I mean, for $15, buy two and have both, I guess. I only want one. I really don't want to get into collecting these guys. Not that I dislike the concept. I do like the concept, but I can't collect everything. However, I am willing to go a little bit out of the way for a decent Mumm-Ra figure. And this is definitely that. I'm gonna give it a way I got a figure rank of 9 for sure. I mean, it's I know there's like 0 origin Masters of the Universe Origins coverage on this channel, but that's because I had already gotten out of them by the time I even started the channel. But I do have an appreciation for those figures. I actually have a rather large collection of WWE superstars, which succeeded the Masters of the Universe WWE crossover figures. And, I haven't even opened them. So I just keep them on package. So I don't cover them on the channel. But I do like them. So now I got my Mumm-Ra. I'm very happy. Didn't pay $30 for it. So I'm also happy about that. I'm going to leave it there, where I got a figure rank of 9. And if you want to see more of this kind of stuff on the channel, Masters of the Universe, I don't hate Masters of the Universe. I certainly don't. I just didn't stay in it very long, even as a kid, because, once G.I. Joe and Transformers came in, the oxygen got sucked out of the room for a lot of other things. But I enjoyed all the shows and all that stuff. Read the comic books. I even read the Thundercats comic book from Marvel Comics, DC, all that stuff. So DC was Masters of the Universe. Actually, Masters of the Universe was DC and Marvel. But yeah, anyway, I will leave it there. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. I can't promise we're gonna have more Masters of the Universe or Thundercats coverage, but we certainly, cover the main other things. So next time, everybody stay safe. Happy collecting. See you on the next video. Peace.
The way I got it figured.